You don't know when enough is enough.
Enough of you. You seduce his mind with your tasteless sauces.
That is called subtlety of flavor. And that is what he will learn in my kitchen.
This movie is sort of almost a great date movie.
Give that to me, please.
It is. It's about food and the power of food and how it brings cultures together.
2 kilos d'écrevisses, s'il vous plaît.
Even though our culture, our cooking is different, we still want to eat good food.
Some of our social media guests at ArcLight, they weigh in, and you have some very, very passionate fans. We love Helen Mirren, must be a fan club. They said, how do you remain so successful and yet so humble? That's a hard question to answer. Like, how are you so humble?
How am I so humble? Well, you know, darling, it's very difficult to be humble. Luckily, I'm very, very good at it.
I'm just being myself. You know how it is. I'm just being myself, that's it.
After the many years in my profession, I have learnt that the most important thing in any art form is collaboration. And I notice with all the great film directors, they do that. If the catering guy comes up and has a good idea, he'll say, you know, that's a good idea, I'm going to do that. That is a kind of humbleness, but really it's practicality and understanding that inspiration comes from everywhere.
I added some spices.
Why change a recipe that is 200 years old?
Maybe 200 years is long enough.
We would collaborate a lot and change things up and just on the spot. There's always evolving and moving and things like that. And Puri, the guy who plays Papa, he's also a legend. Like this whole movie is brick by brick, you know, legendary people involved.
I will report you, Mr. Kadam, for making too much noise.
And I will report you for attempted child abduction.
Have you even asked the boy what he wants?
You deliberately seduce him with your pitiful little squashed bits of garlic. If you have a spice, use it. Don't sprinkle it. Spoon it in.
Mostly I'm much happier going to, you know, funky little holes in the wall, really, little local restaurants.
I remember that my father used to make those hamburgers with raw meat in it, and I really, really enjoyed it.
One of my favorite restaurants in New York is a restaurant called The Stage. They cook all the food right there in front of you, and it's Ukrainian, sort of Eastern European food, which I love.
This is kind of like the magic of this film, in part, is that inevitably it gets you talking about food.
Oh yes, of course.
The cinemas that I work with, they have restaurants on site. ArcLight has restaurants.
Ah, well, we need that in this with this movie, don't we?
Exactly.
Okay, go out to dinner afterwards, guys.
Is he as good as I think he is?
He's better.